Hey, Cancer babies! I just sat down with my cards, and I have to tell you what came through for your sign. This reading is giving me such good vibes about where you are right now and where you are headed. Let me share what the universe wants you to know about your August wins and what September has in store for you. So I shuffled my deck thinking about all my Cancer viewers, and the first card that literally jumped out was the Four of Wands. Cancer, this card is telling me that August was about you finally finding your groove. You know how sometimes you feel like you are swimming upstream? Well, August was different. You found your rhythm and things started clicking into place in ways that probably surprised even you. The Four of Wands is traditionally about celebration and stability. But what I am seeing for you, Cancer, goes deeper than that. This card is showing me that in August, you created something solid. Maybe it was not a big, dramatic moment, but more like you quietly built something meaningful. I keep getting this image of you being the person others turned to when they needed support, and instead of feeling drained like you sometimes do, you actually felt energized by it. This could have been in your work life where you became the go-to person for solutions, or in your personal relationships where you were the steady presence people needed. The beautiful thing about this card for you is that it shows you were not just giving and giving until you had nothing left. Instead, you found this beautiful balance where helping others actually filled you up too. What I find really interesting about this Four of Wands energy for August is that it came with this sense of quiet confidence. You know how sometimes you doubt yourself, Cancer? Well, August was teaching you to trust your instincts more. You made decisions that felt right in your gut, even when they did not make perfect logical sense, and they turned out better than you expected. The second card I pulled for your August recap is the Knight of Swords. And Cancer, this one made me pause because it is not what I typically expect for your sign. But this is exactly what happened for you last month. You stepped into this more direct, action-oriented version of yourself that probably caught people off guard in the best way possible. The Knight of Swords usually represents quick thinking and direct communication, and I am seeing that August pushed you out of your comfort zone in communication. Maybe you had to have some difficult conversations that you had been putting off, or perhaps you found yourself speaking up in situations where you would normally stay quiet. This Knight energy suggests you did it with more confidence and clarity than you gave yourself credit for. What I love about this card showing up for you is that it demonstrates how you have been growing. Your natural Cancer intuition combined with this sword energy of clear thinking created some powerful moments for you in August. I am getting the sense that you surprised yourself with how articulate and decisive you could be when you needed to be. This Knight of Swords energy also tells me that you cut through some mental fog that had been hanging around you. You know those times when you overthink everything until you are paralyzed? August was about slicing through that confusion and taking action even when you did not have all the answers. And it worked out beautifully for you. Now let me pull some cards for what September is bringing your way. And Cancer, I am getting excited just looking at these cards because September is looking like such a growth month for you. The first card for September is the Three of Cups, and immediately I am getting celebration energy, but in a very Cancer way. This is not about big parties or public recognition. This is about the deep joy that comes from meaningful connections with people who really get you. September is going to bring you some beautiful moments with your chosen family. These might be friends who feel like siblings or actual family members who you reconnect with in a deeper way. The Three of Cups is showing me gatherings that feed your soul. Maybe it is small dinner parties at home, or coffee dates that turn into hours of deep conversation, or even virtual hangouts that leave you feeling so supported and understood. What makes this card special for September is that it is showing you as the person who brings others together. Your natural Cancer nurturing energy is going to be the magnet that draws people into these meaningful connections. You might find yourself organizing something or just being the person who reaches out to check on others, and it creates this beautiful ripple effect of connection. But here is what I really love about this Three of Cups energy for you in September. It is showing that you are going to receive as much as you give. You know how sometimes you feel like you are always the one caring for others? Well, September is bringing people into your life who want to care for you too. Let them, Cancer. This is your month to experience what it feels like to be truly supported. The second September card is the Eight of Pentacles, and Cancer, this is telling me that all the quiet work you have been doing behind the scenes is about to pay off in a big way. This card represents mastery and skill development, but for you, it is showing up as recognition for expertise you have been building slowly and steadily. September is going to present you with opportunities to showcase what you know. This could be at work where you get to lead a project that plays to your strengths, or it might be something more personal, like finally launching that creative project you have been working on. The Eight of Pentacles suggests that your attention to detail and your patient approach to learning is about to be rewarded. What I find beautiful about this card for you is that it represents authentic success. This is not about getting ahead by playing games or being someone you are not. This is about being recognized for the real skills and knowledge you have developed through genuine effort and care. Very Cancer energy right there. The Eight of Pentacles also suggests that September will bring you chances to teach or mentor others. Your patient, nurturing approach to helping people learn is going to be needed and appreciated. You might find yourself in formal teaching situations, or just naturally becoming the person others come to for guidance in your area of expertise. Now here is where things get really interesting, Cancer. The third card for September is the Hermit, and before you think this means you are going to be lonely or isolated, let me explain what I am seeing here. The Hermit for you in September is about inner wisdom guiding your outer actions. September is going to be a month where you trust your intuition in ways that transform how you move through the world. The Hermit represents the wise guide within you that has been getting stronger all year. In September, this inner voice is going to be so clear and so reliable that following it becomes effortless. This card is showing me that you are going to have some profound moments of clarity about your path forward. Not necessarily big dramatic revelations, but those quiet, knowing moments where you suddenly understand exactly what you need to do next. The beautiful thing about the Hermit energy is that this wisdom comes from within you, not from trying to figure out what others expect or want from you. What I love about the Hermit showing up for September is that it suggests you are becoming your own best advisor. You know how you sometimes look outside yourself for validation or direction? September is teaching you to trust the wise voice inside you that actually knows you better than anyone else ever could. This inner wisdom is also going to help you set better boundaries. The Hermit energy supports you in being selective about how you spend your time and energy. You are going to get better at saying no to things that drain you and yes to things that align with your authentic self. The fourth card for September is the Six of Swords and Cancer. This card is making me so happy for you because it represents moving toward calmer waters after a period of challenge. If August had any rough patches for you, September is about leaving those difficulties behind and heading toward a more peaceful phase. The Six of Swords traditionally shows a journey across water toward a better destination. And for you, Cancer, this is both literal and metaphorical. You might find yourself actually traveling in September or planning a trip that gives you something to look forward to. But more importantly, you are journeying emotionally toward a place of greater peace and stability. This card suggests that some situation that has been causing you stress is going to resolve itself in September, probably in a gentler way than you expected. The Six of Swords energy is about smooth transitions rather than dramatic breakthroughs. Things are going to shift gradually in your favor. What I find particularly meaningful about this card for you is that it shows you are not just passively waiting for things to get better. The Six of Swords represents guided movement toward improvement. You are actively participating in creating positive change in your life, but doing it in a thoughtful, sustainable way that honors your need for emotional security. The fifth card I pulled for September is the Queen of Wands. And Cancer, this one surprised me because it is such a confident, outgoing energy, but I can see exactly why it showed up for you. September is going to awaken a more bold and expressive side of your personality that maybe even you did not know was there. The Queen of Wands represents creative confidence and natural leadership, and I am seeing that September is going to put you in situations where these qualities emerge naturally. You might find yourself taking charge in ways that feel surprisingly comfortable, or expressing your creativity with more boldness than usual. This Queen energy suggests that people are going to be drawn to your warmth and authenticity in new ways. You know how your Cancer energy makes people feel safe and cared for? Well, September is adding this Queen of Wands confidence that makes you magnetic in a different way. People are going to seek out your opinion and look to you for guidance. What I love about this card showing up for you is that it represents leadership through inspiration rather than intimidation. The Queen of Wands leads by example and through genuine care for others, which aligns perfectly with your natural Cancer instincts. You are going to discover that you can be both nurturing and powerful at the same time. This Queen energy is also going to boost your creative projects in September. If you have been working on anything artistic or creative, the Queen of Wands suggests it is time to share it with the world. Your unique perspective and emotional depth combined with this newfound confidence is going to create something really special. My final card for September is the Two of Pentacles, and Cancer, this card is perfect for wrapping up what September has in store for you. The Two of Pentacles represents skillful balance, and I am seeing that all the growth and opportunities September brings you are going to require some juggling, but the good news is you are going to handle it beautifully. September might present you with multiple good options, and the Two of Pentacles suggests you are going to find creative ways to pursue more than one path. Maybe it is balancing a new opportunity at work with a personal project, or finding time for both your social connections and your need for quiet reflection. This card also represents financial balance improving, which could mean better money management, a raise, or just feeling more secure about your resources. The Two of Pentacles energy suggests you are going to make smart, practical decisions that support your long-term stability. What I find hopeful about this card is that it shows you dancing with life rather than struggling against it. The traditional image shows someone juggling pentacles with ease and joy. That is how September is going to feel for you, Cancer. Yes, you will have multiple things to manage, but you are going to do it with grace and maybe even enjoy the variety and stimulation. The Two of Pentacles also suggests that you are going to get better at adapting to change. Your natural Cancer tendency is to prefer stability, but September is teaching you that you can be flexible without losing your sense of security. This is such an important skill for you to develop. So Cancer, let me pull everything together for you. August was about you finding your steady foundation and discovering a more decisive side of yourself. You built something solid and learned to trust your voice in new ways. September is taking all of that growth and expanding it into beautiful connections with others. Recognition for your skills, deeper trust in your inner wisdom, smoother transitions toward what you want, confident creative expression, and skillful balance of all the good things coming your way. The overall energy I am getting for you is that you are moving from strength to strength, but doing it in a very Cancer way, thoughtfully, with care for yourself and others, and with deep attention to what actually nourishes your soul. September is not going to overwhelm you with too much too fast. Instead, it is going to offer you steady, meaningful growth that builds on what you have already created. I keep getting this image of you as someone who is becoming more comfortable with your own power, but wielding it gently and wisely. You are learning that you can be both soft and strong, both caring and confident, both intuitive and decisive. September is going to give you lots of opportunities to practice this beautiful balance. One last thing, Cancer. Trust yourself this month. All these cards are pointing to your inner wisdom being especially clear and reliable right now. When you get those gut feelings about people or situations, pay attention. When you feel drawn to take action on something, move forward even if you cannot explain exactly why. Your intuition is incredibly strong right now, and it is guiding you toward everything that is meant for you. September is going to be one of those months you look back on as a turning point, not because anything dramatic happened, but because it was when you really stepped into being the fullest version of yourself. I am so excited for you, Cancer. You have earned every good thing that is coming your way,